Adventures. We're in colorful Colorado. As you can tell, we are not quite at the house. This place is incredible. We're at a National Forest campsite, and it's just been so sick being able to stay here overlooking these insane views. But today, the star of the show is the Starlink. This thing is incredible. We've been testing it, we've been using it as we've been traveling. We tested it out of the house and may not have let it kind of sync up and work in the way it is. We'll have some clips I'll pop up here to show where we tested it at the house, and it didn't quite perform as we wanted. But as we've gotten out west, it is incredible. You plug it in, you connect it, it simply starts working. Once you create your Wi-Fi password and signal name and all that like you would anyway, it just starts working. All you do is plug the power into it, and within like 3 to 5 minutes you got internet service. It's blazing fast, 50 to 100 megabits per second, usually more around 100. Trees kind of do affect it. We haven't really had it in too dense of a cover except at the house, but it still wasn't any denser than anything we've tried out west. And we did have it in a National Forest campsite where it was more dense, and it performed great. The only negative drawback I'll say to it is that well, I guess there's two, but the other one's just simply because of the size of the satellite dish, the clunkiness of hauling it around. But the main drawback is it's as incredible as it is with the service that it provides. It's not a continual type of signal. Say in terms of a TeamViewer or WebEx meeting where you're direct call signal, video conference, that's where it loses its stronghold. It works, but if it drops the signal, then it drops the call, and which is kind of important for us. But in terms of what we got right now, it's the best you can get, and it's incredible. Streaming YouTube videos or watching anything, music, just scrolling the internet, it's flawless. It drops a little bit, and sometimes you have to wait for it to load, but it does that at the house. So I mean, in terms of say watching a YouTube video, you can cut it on, and when it's in a place like this where it's clear and open sky, it barely misses a beat. So I just wanted to just kind of pop back and give the follow-up, and why not be able to show it to you in a place like this. We'll pop around and show you here our camping setup. This is where we've been staying the past couple nights. We got BT sitting here. He's been on chipmunk duty, but I'll pop in the van. I got it set up and want to talk about power usage and that kind of stuff. But let's see, we'll pop in here. You'll have to excuse the mess, but come around and you see right now on the battery monitor, if it'll show it, we're running, these are the amps being used. I don't really know how to calibrate the rest of this thing. So far I know this is what the battery's got, 13 volts. And we're running about 5 amps of usage, which that's with the lights on. So we'll cut the lights off. So now we're down around 3. Which that was kind of what the reports I had read and heard about. And see it's bouncing there, like it's gaining another signal or something. So we'll pop the lights back on. And you see it jumps up with the lights. They usually about an amp. But so we're here on Willderjess Adventures. You can see we can scroll around. We'll open and click on a video. You see it just immediately starts playing. This is our recent kitchen slide out, which has been amazing. You guys check that video out. The link will be in the description for it. But again, we'll pop to something else. Go back. The first Starlink video. It just starts playing. So like I said, it has its moments of latency and everything else, but You know, in terms of right now and what we can do with the internet, it's incredible. All you have to do is literally, this is, you know, the Wi-Fi router box that comes with it. Plug this into your power supply, which we have it running off of our Renogy 100 or 1000 watt power converter. And then you have a 75-foot supplied, it's like an Ethernet cable basically. Plugs in, both of them just plug into the bottom of here. And this, all their weatherproof plug-ins. I mean, yeah, supposedly you can set this outside with it. But 75-foot cable, you just, you know, so far it's been plenty enough to run out into some trees as we need and be able to, you know, do what we need it to do. So we'll pop back around here where it's got the good view. But again, you guys, I mean, the only drawback I can say to it right now is simply just with that, you know, constant speed requirement for a video chat, conference call type, and just the simple bulkiness of hauling it in and out. But who knows, you know, 3 months they'll probably come out with a smaller, better unit, you know, and in 5 years, who knows where this will be. But you know, in terms of right now, you know, Starlink's incredible. So there is one more thing I was going to show on the app. And you know, like I said, the only thing you have to do when you get it connected and you build your Starlink app profile and you create the Wi-Fi and the password, but once you build the profile onto the app, all of your devices automatically sync to it just like it would at the house when you plug it in and cut it on. The app is essentially useless once you know, connect it and create your profile. The only thing you do if you want to, you know, take it and go somewhere with it, you know, you'll hit stow in the settings. You scroll down and hit stow Starlink. Watch how fast this thing does it. I'm gonna hit the button. Oh, you gotta hit stow Starlink, which just says stowing your Starlink for storage or shipping. This will interrupt your service until you unstow it. So hit OK. That quick. I mean, hopefully that was all in frame. And then you just hit unstow. And then unstow usually takes a little bit longer, but it has to go back through the process of opening back up and coming back to, you know, collecting itself with the satellites in orbit. So see, then there it goes. It pops back up, starts finding itself, and let's see, it says we're back online. So I mean, just that quick. You know, to take it down, and when you hit the stow, it puts it in kind of a transport position where the pedestal is on it, and you know, in a downward position, as most transportable as it can be. The bottom pedestal base, the legs, it pops off, so you can, you know, make it a little more transportable, and then the cord unplugs from the base of it, so you can wrap the cord up, and put it all separate, and you know, basically I just need to make like a box to put it all in so it can haul itself, and you know, it'd be a contained unit that's kind of protected for it. But as the lights kind of went behind the tree now, so we'll move the camera around a little more. But yeah, you know, just again, I don't really have much negative to say about it, especially, you know, in Colorado and working in out west where the whole saturation of the market is supposed to be lessened with the population density, you know, compared to the East Coast, which back home that was maybe the problem that we had, was the saturation, but I may have not had let it run long enough to, you know, let it gain its speed and find its position. So we'll test it some more when we get back home, but again, you know, this for doing what we need to do and having an internet capability anywhere in the world, you know, is unreal. We were at the top of a trailhead the other night at 10,000 feet, you know, 10 miles inside of a national forest, and it, you know, popped it out, had service. You can text and, you know, communicate with people and let them know that you're safe, and, you know, look up trailhead information, whatever you need to be able to figure out and do what you need to do, you know, emails and correspond. So thanks Elon for the Starlink. This thing is cool. Will here, Willderjess Adventures. Adios.